Thank you very much for that important question, Rutus. Clearly, the transmission is different for different countries at this particular time and the effects. So therefore, for the oil-producing countries, the Ecuadors, the Nigerias, you may say, there is the transmission of higher oil prices into higher revenues, all other things being equal for the governments at this time, which is totally different from oil importing countries who clearly faced escalated costs. But I must say that it's also not a one-way street in the sense that even an oil-producing country does have transmission of the higher costs which feed through to from gas prices to fertilizer to food prices and so forth. So it is on both sides that this current energy crisis is affecting countries. And I think that the idea is to be able to have the resilience to weather the current shocks, and that means in some cases, if the buffers that have been built up have to be used. But I think that it is a question of using targeted and temporary relief, particularly for the poor and the most vulnerable, to help them through the cost of living spike, as opposed to rolling back the transformations which economies have taken. And as you know, in the case of Nigeria, that moved very rapidly under the President Tinubu, who came in 2023 to remove subsidies on petroleum products and to also remove subsidies that were related to the foreign exchange markets. And so those gains, which, if we look at it, were moving apace and have now been negatively affected by an external shock which had nothing to do with Nigeria or even the developing countries as a whole. Having made so much progress, it is important, I think, that we don't have a return to generalized subsidies and a sort of relapse into policies that have not proven successful in the past.